Yes, I'll get a new phone without a cracked screen soon. This is a still frame from a video put out today by a YouTube channel called Against the Grain, and what he titled it is Look in the Upper Left Corner. And for 12 minutes, what you see in the upper left corner is this circle with a dot that looks nearly in fact, it does look exactly like what I called the circle dot craft in the sun tunnel video that got my channel wiped out. These jagged edge lines look a lot like the plasma bands that were occurring around the sun when I took that 19-second video that got my channel wiped out. These are the circle dot craft that I'm referring to. One here, and one over here in the clouds. And because it's in the clouds, it looks more like the Death Star. And in the comments of that video that Igor put out today, someone said, "Is that a Death Star?" I don't know what exactly it is, but it looks very similar to these circle dot craft that were going through the sun tunnel. So this is the video that he put out today, titled, "Watch the Upper Left Corner." These jagged edge bands look to me like the same plasma bands that were surrounding the sun when the sun tunnel opened up. And for the first minute, it's a bit difficult to see, but then you can see it appear over here. Right there. So right now, the video is on play. Oh, and of course it did its autofocus thing. So at the 4-minute mark, a cloud passes right in front of it and it disappears, which means it's not a lens flare. A lens flare disappears when you put your finger in front of the light source. A cloud would not make a lens flare disappear because the light source is over here. That's not a lens flare. And at 12 minutes, it vanishes. Here's the cloud that goes over it. At 12 minutes, it vanishes right before your eyes with no clouds or anything else appearing to change in the atmosphere. Like the cloaking apparatus got turned back on. At the very first, you can't see it very well. It's faint. But if you know right where to look, you can see it. For the first minute or two, it seems so faint, it's almost like it's not there. But at the 12-minute mark, it disappears within a matter of about 5 or 10 seconds, from fully visible to completely invisible, with no other changes, no clouds, no nothing. So I'm going to let this cloud pass over, and then you can see that it's still there. Right here. I thought we dealt with that. So here the video's still in play. It's not even paused. But when I zoom in and out, it changes the autofocus. Very clear. Obviously there, whatever it is. Not a lens flare. Now I'm going to fast forward to the 12-minute mark and let you watch it disappear. Okay, we are starting at 11 minutes 35 seconds. And at about 11 minutes 50 seconds, it begins to fade. And by 12 minutes, it's gone. You'll see it vanish right before your eyes with no change in the clouds or any other visible change. And right about here. Oh, that's where it starts to fade. And there it went, right before your eyes. Might have been a little bit of cloud cover moving over. That could be possibly why. Because it's only a 12-minute, 20-second video. And it stops right about here. So that may be a very thin layer of cloud that went over. I believe those jagged edges of light in Igor's video are much like the aurora borealis. Plasma penetrating the atmosphere. Very similar to what was here around the sun as these craft transited through the portal. When the magnetic flux lines were broken around the sun, like what's happening here, you can see that is a magnetic flux line being broken. And in this image, there's two magnetic flux lines, one going right here and one going up and down vertically right there. That's what it appears to be to me. And you notice the hexagonal shape of the sun, 6 sides. Flat side here, a flat side here, a flat side there, and a mirror image on the bottom. So it may be something in front of the sun that breaks the magnetic field, opens up that hole, and allows these guys to come through. And then sometimes we got to chase them out of here with our own craft, which can be seen here as a circle with a triangle in the middle. That one's one of the most difficult images to actually see, though. But it's there. And I think Igor caught one of the same craft hovering there for 12 minutes next to the sun with the same apparent disturbance. This appears to be like the Northern Lights, but static and stationary. And you notice that does not occur on the other side of the sun. It's only over here, this jagged edge, and it doesn't move with the clouds either. All those jagged light lines that don't exist over here. Anyway, link will be in the description.